Hey YouTube, this is Vasu. Welcome to my channel Sit Shift, aka Situation Shift. 1 year ago, I had a friend who told me, "You don't love yourself enough," and this was a huge reality check for me. At the same time, it hit my ego, but it put into perspective the fact that I have a lot of work to do on myself. You might think that it is selfish to put so much attention on yourself, to put yourself first, and I felt the same way. But I came across a very wonderful video by Ainla Vincent. I'm going to drop a link down in the description below because I can't justify the way she says these words, and I'd really want you to watch that. It's just like a under 5-minute video. Do check that out. But in summary, what she said was, you have to fill your cup first, and everything else that flows out of that cup is for the rest of the world. What I understood from that was that if you give out stuff that you deserve to other people, then when you need that stuff, you're going to look outwards to receive it. But when you've loved yourself enough, you're going to be happy and fulfilled in yourself, and you will realize that happiness is truly from within and it doesn't come from the people outside. And this approach and this question really helped me move from my state of helplessness and hopelessness towards happiness. And I really want you to use this video as a self-test for you to understand how much you love yourself. So question number 1, do you love yourself enough to appreciate every inch of your body from head to toe? That means you don't cover your body because you're ashamed or that you're hiding something, but because purely out of respect and to take care of yourself. Question number 2, do you love yourself enough to forgive yourself? That means no matter what bad decisions you have made so far, the wrong people that you've dated, things that you're angry about with yourself, things that you're ashamed about with yourself, anything, everything that has ever happened, because you take responsibility for that, do you forgive yourself and say, from this moment onwards, I'm going to do it differently, but whatever happened, happened. Are you at peace with yourself? Question number 3, I'm guilty for this as well. Do you love yourself enough to accept compliments? That means when someone says something good about you, you don't have to be arrogant about it, but at the same time, you don't have to be annoyingly humble and say like, oh, it was nothing, because you know that you deserve that compliment. So the next time someone gives you a compliment, just say thanks and accept it. That's how much you should love yourself. Number 4, do you love yourself enough to know that you deserve food? By that I mean, are you the kind of person who postpones their lunch till like 4 p.m. in the afternoon, or they might start their breakfast at 11:30 a.m. Or do you just skip meals altogether because it didn't taste right? If you love yourself enough, you know that you deserve to eat at least 3 healthy meals a day, and you deserve to feel full and feel happy and content with the food that you're eating. Question number 5, do you love yourself enough to know your poos and pees? So when you pee, do you observe the color of your pee, and if it's really yellow, do you hydrate yourself? And do you love yourself enough to not let yourself feel constipated for several days on end? You add fiber. I mean, even if you eat pizzas on some days, are you responsible enough, and do you love yourself enough to understand whatever goes in, it should come out in the right way? Question number 6, do you love yourself enough to protect yourself from toxic people and toxic circumstances, toxic habits, basically anything bad? Do you love yourself enough to control your mind and be able to stop those things? Question number 7, do you love yourself enough to put yourself aside? By that I mean, if you are dating someone, you're in a relationship, you're married, you live with a really big family who is always around you, you have roommates all around you, do you put yourself aside at least a few minutes or an hour or 2 hours a day to just be with yourself and do everything that you love? So it might just be a jog, it might be listening to your music, reading a book, painting, anything that just is you. Do you love yourself enough to give yourself that time? And the final one, do you love yourself enough to know that you deserve everything? we have limiting beliefs that I can't be that rich, or I couldn't get that job, I couldn't be with that person. If you have a limiting belief, you have to shed it all. You have to love yourself enough to know that you deserve everything, and I really mean it. You do. These were 8 powerful questions that I had to face and had to learn, and I hope that they change your opinion of how you should love yourself more. If you have more thoughts and more ideas about this, do feel free to drop a comment below. And if you resonate with my work, I'd really appreciate if you liked this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much. Bye.